Listen. Man shall not live by bread alone.
15 seconds.
The words that proceeded from Jah. Man shall not live by bread alone.
And alone.
4, 3, 2.
We are asking you, Jah, for a miracle prayer today. Jesus Christ, I come before you today in need of a miracle. Touch our lives, touch the island of Jamaica, for we believe that you will be of mind, body, and soul, and of one with everybody who asks. We are asking, Lord, that your Holy Spirit come and change the trajectory of what is being reported. It's your girl, Tamara Fair, on the air, and we are dedicating this show today to Jamaica, the island of Jamaica. Jamaica, as you all probably know, unless your head has been in the sand somewhere, that a unprecedented hurricane is about to hit the island of Jamaica. Now, there's some good news, though, y'all. If you want to know about it, I suggest that you keep it locked because, of course, we got way more to share right here on the Brunch Bunch.
The Leaders Network has partnered with Great Lakes Credit Union to increase access to financial services and funding for the residents of Chicago's Austin community and surrounding areas. That's why we created Leaders Network Financial in partnership with Great Lakes Credit Union, a community-driven, member-owned credit union where people come first. Enjoy high-yield checking, lower loan rates, and resources for home ownership, down payment assistance, and business banking solutions that work for you. Call us today at 773-345-7441 so we can connect you with a personal banker and help you get started. That's 773-345-7441. Leaders Network Financial in partnership with Great Lakes Credit Union. Serving people, not profits.
Peace of mind isn't something you wait for. It's something you plan for. At the Brian P. Pickett Funeral Group, we help families prepare with dignity and confidence. From pre-planning services that bring security to financial literacy that empowers your future, to light up partnerships that uplift us all. We're more than a funeral home. We're your lifelong neighbor. Call 773-413-7774 today, and let's start a conversation about planning, protecting, and preparing for what matters most, your family. Call 773-413-7774. The Brian P. Pickett Funeral Group, honoring life.
What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, Facebook? What's up, DJ B-Lo? How are you? Oh, I love you too, DJ B-Lo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all, today is life-changing, in fact, as every day should be. It is definitely the best day of my life so far. And tomorrow I plan for it to be even better.
At girlfriendsthestageplay.com. Girlfriendsthestageplay.
But I'm saying text him back and ask him, will he make that sense?
Are you ready to take your business to the next level?
Yeah.
The best way to reach new customers is by getting your message heard. And there's no better place than right here on the Brunch Bunch. With thousands of listeners tuning in every weekday from 12 to 1 p.m. on Inspiration, 1390, your business can gain exposure, connect with our community, and even be featured as a special guest on the show. Don't wait. Call us today at 773-345-7441.
That's going to be very important.
345-7441.
We changed the
where business, culture, and community come together.
Fabulous. What's up, AJ?
Be social.
1 minute is great.
Be outspoken. Be family.
This was today. We got this today. You see what I'm saying? So it's 175 to 185 now.
A new luxury brand
150 for 12 over.
Queez comes in 2 distinct fragrances.
Oh my
the
God.
Sensual Pure Royale and the Allure.
That's like the speed, almost the speed of an airport.
Order Queez today.
Go to bequeeze.com and
No,
get
220.
your favorite fragrance today. That's
Look it up. Look it up.
BEQUEESE.com. Bequeeze.
That's because when you're on the plane, you're not looking at the stats. But of course, me, I'm looking at how fast are we going? How high are we? What's the temperature outside? It looks sunny.
Specializing in first-time home buyers.
Oh, back it.
As low as 1% down. Whether you're buying your first home or financing for better.
Oh, but smaller jets go too big.
And care to guide you every step of the way.
Take off speed. That's huge.
773-9002 today and let Latricia May open the door to your future. That's 773-909-9002.
We're in the raw with Tamara Fair on the Brunch Bunch.
I cannot tell you how many calls I have gotten overnight asking me, Tamara, are you in Jamaica? And no, I am not physically in Jamaica, but my heart is in Jamaica. I have called probably 20 people that I know that are there braving this hurricane. As you all probably know, Hurricane Melissa is strengthening to a Category 5 as communities in Jamaica warned of potentially unimaginable impact. Well, Hurricane Melissa was packing sustained winds well over 150 miles as it nears Jamaica. Now, as of this morning, it had not actually hit to the highest potential, as I've called people all over the island. But one of the good news, part of the good news is that it has actually lessened 185 to 150 miles per hour. Still, as Adam just pointed out, 150 miles an hour is the equivalent of a takeoff jet. Historically, Jamaica has been hit by major hurricanes. For example, Hurricane Gilbert in 1988 was a Category 3, caused massive damage, thousands of homes destroyed, and more than 40 lives lost. But Melissa threatens to surpass those past storms in severity because of its intensity, duration, and the fact that much of the island's historic infrastructure wasn't designed for this level of impact. But I don't know any place that was designed for this level of impact. Well, winds and structural damage, of course, are at risk. And with this hurricane being a Category 5, with the winds being the intensity that we just aforementioned, the kind of destruction expected includes roofs ripped off, whole buildings collapsing or being rendered uninhabitable, and critical facilities, hospitals, schools, power plants being severely damaged. Well, the U.S. National Hurricane Center and Jamaican meteorologists warn that some communities may experience total building failure. I can tell you right now that some places in Jamaica have lost power and communication, but while some are still in communication, some are struggling with their internet. And of course, we are looking closely as this unfolds. Well, the rainfall and the flooding, because Melissa is moving slowly, rainfall totals are expected to be extreme. And in some mountainous regions of Jamaica, up to 30 to 40 inches are possible. Can you imagine? What kind of boots do they make for 30 to 40 inch rains? Right, exactly. That translates into catastrophic flash flooding, rivers bursting their banks, and entire villages becoming isolated. Well, the storm surge is another risk, but it's the coastal communities face storm surges of 9 to 13 feet and perhaps higher in some spots. The South Coast and low-lying parishes are especially vulnerable. Surges combined with high waves means coastal infrastructure, port facilities, beachfront resorts, which are key to Jamaica's economy, and homes can be wiped out. Agriculture and economy are another risk. Jamaica's economy depends significantly on agriculture and tourism. With farmlands in the crosshairs, especially western and southern parishes, and resorts along the coast vulnerable to surge, the economic impact will be likely to be deep and long lasting. One minister warned that many of these communities will not survive the flooding. Another risk is isolation and recovery challenges. Because of the combination of mountainous terrain, remote rural communities and destruction of roads, bridges in areas may be cut off for days. There are, I can tell you, 800 bridges on the island, and all 800 of them need work. So it really did not and could not sustain any further pressure. Well, the delays, relief, shelters, and communication and reconstruction are underway. They have evacuated most of the island from mountainous areas into mainlands, into schools and churches as shelters. Well, climate change factor, that's another risk. The intensity and rapid strengthening of Melissa are linked to unusually warm Atlantic waters and the climate change driven trend toward stronger hurricanes. Well, Jamaica is facing not just one storm, but a challenging pattern of storms. And why is this so important? Because given the scale of damage and vulnerabilities already present, external support becomes indispensable. External support from its neighboring sister countries like the U.S. Well, first, Immediate humanitarian needs will be enormous. Safe shelter, clean water, food, medical attention, and power restoration. The local government has opened hundreds of shelters, but uptake is low and resources will be stretched thinly. So second, the infrastructure, roads, bridges, hospitals at risk of collapse or being severely compromised. Well, the long-term recovery costs will exceed what the island can handle on its own. So partnerships, collaborations will be necessary and essential. Agricultural losses and damage to tourism revenue threaten livelihoods for thousands. Past storms like Gilbert showed how devastating the economic aftershocks can be. Well, support now helps prevent the crisis from becoming a multi-year collapse. The other and more important, and well, I say equally as important, third is that when communities are cut off by rain, landslides, or surge, timely relief supplies and logistics are essential. Well, if roads wash out and remain and remote regions are isolated, waiting even a day more means lives at risk, illnesses spread, and recovery becomes harder. I can tell you right now that there are Americans over in Jamaica that are at resorts thinking that they were going to have a great time, and then this devastation hit. Well, I can tell you also that America has a plan, and we are here on the Brunch Bunch to uncover that plan. But lastly, from a global justice standpoint, small island nations like Jamaica face outsized risk from storms fueled by warming seas. International support reflects solidarity and recognizes that while Jamaica may be the landfall, the root causes and responsibility are shared globally. Well, you know, in times of crisis, I have seen the world come together and dispel the differences, and this is the time that we need to continue that trend. We actually have a caller on the line who reached out to our state representative LaShawn K. Ford this morning because they have a family of 16 people that are over in Jamaica at a resort, and they are devastated. You don't want to miss this, so stay on the line, y'all. We'll be right back in a moment. It's Inspiration 1390.
I also wrote these. I feel like a lot of people get hurricane. That's the first thing you hear.
Yep.
So that was a category.
Hello.
Hey, hello. This is Inspiration 1390. This is y'all guest.
Yeah.
All right, y'all want to
Hi.
It's the Bills.
We're the Beals, Joe and Karen.
Okay, yeah, just be on hold for like 2 minutes and we'll come back and get the same started, right?
But I need her.
Okay, thank you.
The wife's number.
Yeah.
Name.
What was your name?
Karen.
Karen. Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. We'll get you right on.
Okay.
Perfect. Alrighty.
Like that's what they're looking at. Damage.
That's crazy.
No,
this is great. Yeah, but see, one thing that Louisiana was
they
at
didn't have
risk.
Infrastructure at all, though, too. They had really bad infrastructure when that started happening too.
What? Hey, Bunny.
That's what.
Hey, Reynolds Provision.
They didn't have like infrastructure.
No, what happened was they had those levees. They knew that they put them in a bowl, and so those levees broke, and so it just drowned them. I mean, it was devastating. And the bad part about it is that could have been prevented because years prior to they knew about it.
People not wanting to spend money. Typical.
Well, because it was minority filled, and so that's the fear here, because Jamaica is a minority island. That's the fear. That's why I'm so excited about the fact that we have state and congressmen, state and local legislators and congressmen. Wait a minute, let me finish. That are actually taking the charge. So the Jamaican consulate, which is here, they're taking the charge and forming collaborations, and we're just taking their lead. Okay. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know it's all good. That's what I'm saying. Like, respectfully, what can a U.S. person do for something that's not in the U.S.? But
yeah, I mean, but you got U.S. people. Oh, you got U.S. citizens over there.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you got U.S. citizens over there, you as a U.S. representative have to take the charge. But many don't. Well, China will.
So much over there, bro.
They sure do. China has a very big stake in Jamaica.
Really?
They've done all the roads over there.
You seen the Chinese Jamaican girl? Oh, you wow.
Oh, of course, that's what you're talking about. We got a Category 5 hurricane. He's talking about Chinese Jamaican girls.
Well, if they want to bring them over here,
priorities.
Yeah, you could bring them. I got a chart.
Hello, focus, people. He knows what's going on. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, no, I want you to do the commercials and then Faye, we're going to go straight in, okay?
Located at 7149 South State Street, right here in Chicago. Whether it's for church.
You know what? I'm going to need you to find some more stats for me so you're off focus.
I'm finding stats right here. You heard Ice ran in the club yesterday? Club? No. They started taking the strippers, bro. No, I was devastated.
Is this a joke?
I swear to God, in Texas, they started taking the strippers. I was devastated. I was like, I'm not last straw.
Out in Texas, they don't play about their strip clubs in Texas either.
Bro,
how do you know what they play about in Texas? What is wrong with them? Somebody please pray for them as you're praying for Jamaica. Please, please, please.
I'm grabbing criminals,
not strippers. Caregiver. Done. I am done.
Have you seen the guys in the?
Can we talk about Jamaica? Can we please stick to Jamaica today? I cannot. See what you get when you listen to us on the socials? Okay, cut that because we got, that's the last one anyway.
You want to what's going on? You want to go?
No, I don't want to. I do want to what's going on.
You do want 3, 4, 5. All right, 15 seconds.
7441. That's 773 345 7441. Or visit us online at thedreamcenter.com. That's thedreamcenter.com. The Dream Center, where entrepreneurs.
He's not. He's in a session. He's going to call at 12:35.
Where's the action, Jackson?
I'll tell you what's going on.
Well, what's going on today is Hurricane Melissa, and we have on the line right here at the Brunch Bunch, Karen and Joseph Veal, whose family we aforementioned at the top of the hour is stuck over in Jamaica and braving this hurricane. Thank you so much for joining us, Karen and Joseph. We want to give a big Brunch Bunch welcome to you. It's definitely our pleasure. So you have a family over there and they were expecting to have a good time. And then what happened? So it's about 16 people, I understand?
Well, it's all family in Christ. We've been on great friends in Des Moines and Orlando, Harvey. We've been on over 20 years. And here's the situation.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of recap this because this is directly from the wife and mother whose whole family is there. These are our friends, Rolanda and Des Moines. This is what she said. We just came together to celebrate our beautiful aunt's 75th birthday together. We're all faithful and trusting God in this moment, although we don't understand and have some fear. We know fear and faith should not coexist, and whatever His will is, let it be. The beautiful people of Jamaica will need much support after this. If we make it out, we get to come home to a sound structure with power and food. They will have to rebuild and shouldn't have to do it alone. Everyone should support them. In the meantime, prayers are needed and welcomed, and we all, of course, want to make it home to our families and friends. That's directly from the mouth of Rolanda Harvey.
That was beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, that was beautiful.
Concerned about her family, but everybody.
And Des Moines, for all the women that I love are trapped in Jamaica.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
there are 16 women that's there in this celebration, all families. So we're talking about 16 American women from one family. 11 of them are from Illinois, 3 from St. Louis, and 2 from Minnesota. But they're from ages 75 to 24. So we're talking one American family stuck in this hotel, this resort, just praying.
And they tried to get out here today, but they wouldn't let anyone else here today. They did have a plane, but everything was canceled.
Yeah.
So they did have a plane, but everything was canceled due to the weather, but the weather hadn't turned yet. Is that correct?
Correct. And we got on the phone and talked to a representative for it and explained the situation to them. Their families need them. And, Lord willing, they'll make it home, but their families need them.
Well, let me tell you something to both of you. You called the right person because Representative Ford got right on it. He called the Jamaican consulate, which is they're located here in Chicago, the Jamaican consulate, as well as the local government in Jamaica have now formed a collaboration to help assist not only with when it is safe to come and travel out these 16 people, because if it's 16 people, it's more people that we need to be concerned about. And when I say we, the Americas have a propensity to forget minority nations, but I am super excited about the fact that you made that call and mobilization is underway. So to Rolanda and Des Moines, we will say collectively as believers and prayer warriors that we're keeping you ceaselessly in prayer, but we are also backing the prayer up with God-given steps that are directed to what we should do here in America to help our brothers and sisters over in Jamaica. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. So, Karen, now what are you guys are in constant contact with the Harvey family? Have they lost power yet?
They have not lost power yet. She did tell me just a little bit ago that the Wi-Fi was spotty and that they were scrambling to try to find apps that they could work with in order to, just kind of stay connected.
That is awesome. Now, I understand that at the Riu in Trelawney, or Falmouth, which is in the parish of Trelawney or close to Trelawney. And, I know from being in Jamaica, I call myself a Jamaican, but I know from being in Jamaica that they build very sound buildings. And I know the Rio property is soundly built, meaning that they built it with cement. But although nothing is hurricane proof, especially at 150 to 185 miles an hour winds, it does give a level of comfort that it wouldn't just rip it apart. So you also mentioned earlier that the resort is they're making a way for them to get food and water in case this all goes awry. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And I just want to state that Des Moines and London, they gave us permission to talk to you guys. Also, they're on the second to the sixth floor. Someone might say, well, why are they not in high ground? They have disabled people, older people, seniors. And if something happens,
Okay. That makes sense. So now, to my understanding, because we have been in contact with people all over the island, mainly because as it was first reported, it was to hit the North Coast, right? The North Coast does include Trelawney. However, it did take a shift. And that shift then made it go to the South Coast. And that's where your Kingston, Mandeville, and a lot of officials in Jamaica are boots on the ground. They are making sure they're staying at work to make sure that the evacuation processes are underway and that they're being successful and that they're also making sure that people are connected to shelters. So they do have a hand to hold, and that should give you some solace. So is there something also there are hotlines that are being developed right now. In fact, I think before we finish our airing, we will have the number to the hotlines that people can call in and let us know if there are other families like yours that are in need of assistance, so we can try and identify all of them across the island and get them the resources and the help that they need. Is there anything else to you, Mr. and Mrs. Ville, that you would like to share with our listening audience on this situation? How does it make you feel? What should we be doing in support of? And how should we be connecting?
Yes, we should definitely continue to trust in Jesus. And it goes for our brothers and sisters in Cuba, Puerto Rico, and all the islands. And we just want to say, guys, with God, all things are possible. And as you stated earlier today, the hurricane was supposed to hit straight on. And we prayed about it. I know a lot of people out there prayed, and it took a turn. And we're grateful and thankful for that.
I'm just grateful that we were able to get immediate support and encouragement in such a challenging time. And we have every faith that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. And I believe that the Harvey family, all of them, will make it home safely. And so I think for today, that is going to be it. I feel very grateful to be able to have shared, because I did ask Rolanda, I asked her how she felt, and I asked her
Well, you guys are doing a big part. And you mentioned something about what Rolanda said, which was absolutely beautiful about the people of Jamaica. When people think about hurricanes, they typically think about Hurricane Katrina, and the devastation that Hurricane Katrina caused was $125 billion in damage. Can Jamaica sustain $125 billion in damage? And that was 175 miles per hour winds. The death toll was 1,836 people. 80% of Louisiana was flooded. You can go to Louisiana today and still feel the devastation of what Hurricane Katrina happened on that state. And that was in the U.S. So you are exactly right. Prayers are needed. Thank you for being the warriors that you are. And we expect to keep in touch with you throughout this entire situation. So thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Veal. We are praying for you and your families.
Thank you, Ms. Bear. Thank you.
You are very welcome. You guys, listen, what we need right now is God. And Smokey Norfolk said it best. God, we need you. It's Inspiration 1390.
We got Sean on the phone too.
Perfect.
You play
Okay. Well, then play Erica Campbell.
It's another call on the line. I don't know if it's the person that
It's LaShawn.
It should be.
It's LaShawn.
It should be.
Hey, Stephanie. What's up, Tanya? Hey, Concierge. Joshua Thompson. How are you? I hope that as I call your names out, you all are ceaselessly in prayer. Hey, Terry.
Are you is this the contest winner from the other day?
Yeah, from yesterday. Yeah, I never received the email.
Okay.
How you doing?
We will send it back to the producers and make sure that they get it, and we'll follow up.
Okay.
But we sent it yesterday for sure.
All right. You want to say that one more time?
We sent it to the producers, and we will follow up to make sure that they have sent the emails out. They had a lot of people, so it's probably just a matter of timing. But I'll follow up.
Well, what's the email that you have for me?
It's yeah, I got cwalden3903@gmail. No.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay.
Can you check your spam?
Right, so I did.
Okay.
And it's not there either.
Do you want me? Can I just check the spelling then? Maybe it's the spelling I wrote down. C.
Yeah.
Or can you mute your thing real quick?
I don't know how to do all that.
I'm sorry. give me 2 seconds. I'm on the phone.
Oh, so
that's why we screen calls.
Yep. Good.
11:32.
But y'all are expecting somebody to call.
Yeah.
But at 12:35. Jocelyn Blaylock. Oh my God. You guys are doing your thing today. I love it. You know how many calls I got, Stephanie? Are you in the States? Are you in Jamaica? I was in Jamaica 2 weeks ago. So no, I'm not there. But yeah, so it's devastating though, guys. Just the threat of it. But let me tell you something that is absolutely working. Prayer is working, because as our guest today said, that through prayer it was able to shift and not hit the island head on. And you know, when things don't hit you head on, the impact is not as bad. I personally am a believer that the Most High God does not have a devastation report for Jamaica. I believe that he is going to make a way. And even though we may not see it, it's not for us to see, because divine eyes are different than our eyes, right?
He sent the flood for a reason. He sent the flood for a reason.
Yeah.
God did.
Yeah, but he said that the world would never be destroyed by a flood again. And neither... Huh?
This ain't going to destroy it.
This is a lot.
It's going to make people stronger.
Okay. That's what it's gonna do. Well, I know you know.
I can't say what it's gonna do.
But you're saying good stuff. You're saying really good stuff.
So what if they gotta transport all the Jamaicans? What are they gonna transport?
They transported them inland. So You know how in an island, well, especially in Jamaica, most of the resort areas are on the water because that's what they go for, the beaches, right? So they transported the Jamaican native people in inland, and they're using schools and they're using churches as shelters. So they knew the reports. It wasn't like they hit them like a tsunami and they didn't have a warning. They knew. And there it's also hurricane season, right? Yeah, but the other thing too is that a category 5 might be less impactful than a category 3. Category 3 was your hurricane in Katrina.
Well, it was Hurricane 5 before it hit land. When it hit land, it slowed down and turned to 3.
Oh,
so that's what the difference
but see,
was.
the difference is the devastation. Those threes do a lot.
Yeah,
because it's water.
I can't imagine a 5 though.
That's what I was going to say.
It sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but that happened in Florida, and so I was talking to Frank today, Frank Kimbrough, and he was saying that it started out as a 5.
He said he's behind.
Okay, that's fine. He started out as a okay, fine. He said it started out as a 5, but then see with the 5 you got the water and the wind.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have the water. With a 3, you got the water and the wind.
How does that make sense?
It doesn't make
worse.
Well, there are different things that categorize there are different components that give the hurricane its category, right? So it's rainfall, it's storm surge, it's wind, it's a lot of different things.
I want to see what China gonna look out.
Well, China is probably definitely going to look out because it's going to be a payday for them because they have to. They got to rebuild all that.
It's just all wind speed, pretty much.
Yeah.
What if they take all of the Jamaicans and they put them in Venezuela? Because they got to be pretty empty by now. I'm sure.
Did you drink before you came to the studio? No, seriously. Are you serious? You're moving back to Chicago? Yay! Oh, you got sick of those hurricanes, huh? No. What does Florida have? They don't. Do they have hurricanes? They have hurricanes too.
Hurricanes.
Good. I'm glad.
Last Florida hurricane was Hurricane Milton in last 2024.
2024.
Category 3.
Well, Hurricane Milton hit Jamaica too, and it did a little bit of damage to one of the houses, but and of course a lot of houses, but it wasn't that bad.
So it's looking like a lot of these Category 3 hurricanes, which I'm guessing is going to happen here, start as Category 5 in the life cycle. Because this is an early life cycle right now. This just started happening, like in the past couple days, right?
About a week ago.
Yeah.
And then it's slated to hit Cuba after Jamaica, so it's moving that way.
Why wouldn't they just say every hurricane's a 5 and then they'd tell the truth
That's
later?
right.
Because if you tell somebody it's only a 3, they'll be like, I'm gonna stay in my house and I'm not going.
No, but it sounds like 3 sounds like it's worse than 5.
But if you tell me it's a 5, I'm back. If you tell me it's a 3,
if I hear a hurricane's coming, I'm gone. I've been sticking around for any of the categories.
Yeah, but if this was a part of your every year,
true,
and you just heard a 3, you like, yo, we could take a 3, but a 5,
you can't. But Jamaica, understand this. Jamaica is really just starting to get the infrastructure that it needed. It's starting to
modernize it.
Yes. Yeah. It's starting to mobilize all of its natural resources, reignite the bauxite exportation, which used to be complement competitor export. But now it's really kind of based on tourism. A large percentage of their economy is based on tourism. So that's going to devastate. You can't go to a hurricane-ridden place. And then what's the insult to injury is that after a hurricane, it's beautiful outside. It's like it never happened, except for the destruction.
A couple rainbows out.
Well, I saw a rainbow when I was there a couple of weeks ago. In fact, I took a picture of it. It was absolutely beautiful. 175 mile an hour wind. All I think about is if I was in a plane.
They don't even have like houses like that, do they? I mean, I'm sure they got houses, but their houses ain't like sturdy like that, is it?
Mm-hmm. They don't have shanty houses or shacks like that.
But
some of them do. Some of them do. But see, the ones
more than America, there's a lot more of those in Jamaica than there is in America, though.
In Jamaica, they build them to last. And here, you got frame houses. They don't have frame houses. You got frame houses. They're building with cement. Cement is one of the hardest structures you have to build a home with. They don't have all of that, the studs and the 2x4s and then wrapping it with Tyvek. They don't have all that.
The people like in Florida or something, why do they build on like really tall, like just one piece of wood holding up their whole house? That makes no sense to me.
It makes sense before the hurricane, but you know the hurricane is coming.
It's sweeping the whole house. That makes no sense.
Well, that's like in California. They build their homes on these mountains and then they slide down the mountain. See, because what's going to happen, you got a lot of different things that are going to happen. You got a mountain that's going to have mudslides. Yeah. People that live on those mountains in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. But you won't have fire because their mountains are green, whereas in LA, their mountains are barren. And so it makes it for a very moist fire hazard. Imani is here. Hey, Imani. What's up, yo shit? Oh, y'all came deep today. My whole family is on here. What's up, Yoshimi? Hey, Goldie. Listen, we were stateside. Yeah, everybody. You know, God always has, he's always ordered my steps. You go here now and you come back now. Love you too, sweetheart. Yeah, we do. We love Jamaica. Y'all keep everybody in prayer. Because let me tell you something, though. Jamaicans are resilient. Even when I've talked to my friends there, they're saying, yep, we're just waiting for the storm. Were you just waiting for the storm? Yep, we're hunkering down. It doesn't sound like they're in like panic mode or anything. It sounds like that they are in preparation mode, right? And so it makes a difference in your mental makes it. Like if you're scared and you can't make a great decision being scared. You can't make a great decision being emotional. You got to make a great decision being great. And they are great.
Has there ever been a natural disaster here?
Yeah.
Here? We just had a huge forest fire last year in California.
No, I mean like Illinois. I mean like Chicago.
Yeah, we have thunderstorms that rip through towns.
I know what you're saying, though. Like tornadoes.
We have tornadoes.
We got so many tornadoes in Illinois.
Thunderstorms are tornadoes.
I ain't never seen no like mass
Aren't
destruction.
They? Oh,
tornadoes.
Tropical storms. I know what you're talking about.
We had a tropical storm on stateside. It hit the East Coast this year.
Oh, we did have hurricanes. We do have hurricanes.
Let's say like in Chicago, though, bro.
No, let me tell you why. Because our elevation is perfect, right? You don't see a lot of flooding in Chicago. You don't see a lot of. You don't see tsunamis, but it's because of the elevation.
Oh, the lake.
Well, the lake has water in it. That should. Lake Michigan is 900 feet deep, so it acts like a whole ocean. It could have a tsunami, but it's the elevation.
Yeah, the last hurricane to
make
direct landfall was Hurricane Sandy in 2012 in Jamaica. That's what I'm saying.
I remember.
And Hurricane Sandy.
There was Hurricane Beryl last year, but didn't hit land.
It did. It tore some parts of my gutters.
I'm saying the eye of the storm didn't.
No, the eye didn't. But I'm telling you, I had to replace the gutters. Tell me, what's up, President Carter? Hey, Mr. Carter. Oh, hey, wow. Mr. MJ Miles.
Melissa is now considered the 5th strongest hurricane on record in the Atlantic Ocean.
That's the one that's coming up.
That's crazy, yeah.
Melissa, the 5th strongest?
5th strongest on record in the Atlantic.
Let me look and see if we got those hotlines yet.
What Melissa do? She's called a Medusa.
That actually sounds like...
Don't look her in the eye.
Oh, man.
The hurricane in the eye.
No, I don't have the numbers yet.
I never want to see the eye of a hurricane.
I don't know about the eye of a tornado storm is a good part. That's where the calm is. But getting to that eye, baby.
That's like halftime.
Something wrong with these people. Splits, what's up? Thank you so much for joining us. Monica, biohacker. What's happening? Thank you so much for joining. Let me tell you something, guys. For everyone that you know who believes in the Spirit of the Lord, ask them to please keep Jamaica and Jamaicans in their prayers because this is devastating.
Do they have the right number?
Yeah.
You sure? How did you know he was late?
I can call him.
He literally texted me. Said behind 5 minutes.
Well, that was.
It's
only 1 more minute. No, that was 10 minutes ago.
I can go home.
You want to try that?
Let's talk about ice for a minute. What?
Calling him.
Yeah, you can call him.
All right, now I definitely gotta mute the mics.
I don't know that they weren't still muted.
I'll just give that to you so I don't have to say it.
We're going to keep it moving irrespective. We're going to keep it moving because that's what we do. You guys, let me tell you something. This I slept last night, but I woke up so early this morning because I was not worried, just concerned. Because if you're going to pray, don't worry. If you're going to worry, don't pray.
We got 3 minutes of the song.
Play the 3 minutes.
3 minutes. You going to come in after that?
I'm going to have to. Pull up the strip club.
Bro, they said they turned the lights off, and then ICE just came in there and just started grabbing.
That means the strip club was working with them then. That was planned. That what you just said. That's crazy.
But every strip club got, you know what I mean? I'm documenting this.
I think
it's like their best job.
that the ICE went to go visit the strip club and said this might be a good situation.
Out in Dallas?
Everywhere. Yeah, it was in Texas. I don't know where.
Yep, right here, Dallas. 41 arrests.
God always has a plan, Terry. You are exactly right.
Of course, they're gonna go under the
35% of the customers are without power.
They know what
that's in St. Elizabeth, Manchester, and St. James is St. James and Hanover. St. James is Montego Bay, correct?
According to law, they're not wrong. That's what they're doing under the guise.
And this is a lot. This is a lot. However, being without power and being without a roof are two different things. So we're praying that the devastation does not hit what has been reported. Thank you for those stats, Terry. Thank you so much.
They're going to mess up the economy,
bro. Who? Oh, absolutely.
The strip club grabber.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, no, for real. That's
so the economy is based on the strip club, the strippers?
They're taking strippers out of strip clubs.
You take the strippers out of Vegas and see how much Vegas falls.
UT's done November. They're really going to mess up the whole
economy.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Vegas, Houston, you take strippers out. Ain't no more of them cities at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Ain't no more of them cities at all. New Orleans probably gone too.
Houston, that's a big ecosystem.
Miami.
You know what? They might have a point.
Come on, ain't no
but
more
the way
Houston,
they're making
Atlanta,
this
Miami,
point
Vegas.
is hysterical to me.
America ain't partying no more.
Make America party again.
Millennials, gotta love them. Gotta love them.
Napa.
You gonna go to
Make
DC
America party again.
No,
we can go to DC. Trump out there.
Come on, bro. You gonna go, bro? New York? You can't do what you do in New Orleans and New York. Ain't no carnival parade in New York.
This is crazy. Do you hear them? Do y'all hear them?
They still got Mardi Gras.
Bro, they taking New Orleans too, but they definitely come on now. If they went to Texas, you think they ain't going to boy? Boy. They hear that Creole accent, boy. Snatching all them, boy. What? Come on.
This is outlandish though. You got
got
Adam turning red.
Come on, man. You know I ain't lying, bro.
That's too funny.
We got a minute left in the song.
I mean, they are really serious, Tanya. Serious. You should see them. You should see Jarrell's face. He is devastated about that. I'm telling him focus on Jamaica. He's talking about Tabera. Do you know that ICE grabbed the strippers? It's like, I mean, I get Jamaica, but let me tell you about these strippers. Come on now.
20 seconds, y'all. 20 seconds.
Says they're national.
This is not, but I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell the people. I'm going to tell
a natural disaster to me.
Oh no!
That's a health issue, bro.
A mental health.
4, 3, 2.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I'm proudly posted in the studio with the Brunch Bunch. Y'all, we have dedicated most of our show to Jamaica and the devastating Hurricane Melissa, and it has actually been categorized as the 5th strongest hurricane to ever be in existence. But we're going to take a turn for a little bit to report what's going on in other parts of the world right now. Federal agents raided a Dallas strip club suspected of human trafficking and illegal employment last week, taking 41 undocumented immigrants into custody and seizing thousands in cash and business records, according to the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So the September 27th operation at Chicas Bonitas Cabaret was led by Homeland Security Investigation in Dallas with support of the state and local law enforcement. Well, I said in a news release that this was a big one, right? But the club is located on Harry Hines Boulevard near Walnut Hill Lane in Northwest Dallas. You know what? Here in the studio, there's been much talk about this because it has even been said, and I will not mention names, that this alone, this 41 stripper arrest will impact the economy. And if they do it around the nation, it will impact the economy. But you know what? You take that for what it's worth, investigate it. And if you know anybody that's in strip clubs in other parts of the world, let them know to beware, because if it was successful like that in one spot, you know, we say that one area is the litmus to garner other areas and do the same thing. But we're going to go back to Jamaica, and we got a great caller on the line. Somebody who is near and dear to me. And the reason is because when you bring your fight to this man, you can go somewhere and take a nap because he got you. None other than State Rep LaShawn K. Ford right here on the line. LaShawn Ford, thank you so much for being who you are. It's a saying. It's a saying. Yeah, because if you take a nap and he's fighting, he's going to wake you up and wake you up from that nap. Listen, LaShawn, thank you so much. You know, the Veals were on earlier, and they were saying that they called you, and you got mobilized in a matter of 45 minutes, an entire convoy and a consortium to lend support to what we think will be devastation on the island of Jamaica. Why do you think that that is your fight and our fight collectively?
Oh, Eric, those are people over there. And we know that this administration and even previous administrations don't see black people the same as others. And we don't stand up for our people that's away from the American soil and let them know that we got their backs, we might have problems.
We might have, it's not might, we will have problems. And you know what? I have always lauded you as a problem solver. Let's talk about your mobilization. The first thing that you asked the Veals was, are there any more Americans that are over there and they are experiencing the same fate that your 16 members of your family are? And that to me spoke volumes, because it was, yes, we're going to take care of your 16, but we're going to make sure that we cast a wider net so that we can make everyone that's impacted, that is American, we're going to make sure that we lend them some support, some resources. And then you went further. You started calling other federal officials and government officials. Let's talk about that.
Oh my goodness, we were able to get, of course, the consulate right here, we got them on board. They've been working hard already. We're going to work together with the ambassador, with the consulate from Jamaica. And of course, Farrah, you're going to be the point person from my office as state representative to make sure that we coordinate all of this. So thank you for coordinating this with us.
You are so welcome. You know, I feel like, well, say it again. I didn't hear you.
We literally got it together. And what's so good about it is Lester Barclay and his team, they are ready to work and collaborate. The Consulate General here, we have been talking with them, and they're ready to collaborate. They're so happy that we are all in it together for the Americans in Jamaica.
Well, you know, I don't even think that people realize that the consulate to Jamaica is actually stationed right here in Chicago. His name is Lester Barclay. He's an attorney that is Jamaican. Actually, a little fun fact, he is the cousin, a distant cousin to Marcus Garvey. So you know how important Jamaica is to him. You know what I was excited about, Ford, was when they said that they would have a hotline for support and donations. And I checked my phone to see if that hotline was ready yet. Do you have the number yet?
hotline numbers are not, but I would recommend, and I'm glad you brought it up, because what we need is, we know that some of your listeners have family members that are already in Jamaica and traveling in Jamaica. We need them to contact us, because we are putting together help and making sure that they are going to be safe while they're in Jamaica and for safe arrival back to the United States. We've been on the calls for the airlines, and we've been making sure that they're going to have safe travels back.
That is great.
The people to call us at our office if they have family members.
Can you please share the number that they are to call?
Well, I'm going to share my email first, and that email is repford@LaShawnFord.com. That's repford@LaShawnFord.com is the email that they should call or email, so that they're able to get their family name and everything on record.
And once we get those hotline numbers, we will post it on all of our socials. And I know that you will have a special email today that's going out, that's giving support, contact information for our brothers and sisters over on the island of Jamaica. And you said you have been in contact with the airlines. How impressive is that?
Yes, United will be ready to make sure that we coordinate the safe return of families. And, of course, we talked fair about them making sure, regardless of what airlines need to go with, United is going to be ready to help transfer those fares to their airline. So
this is incredible.
We hope that everything works out as we're planning it. But the fact that we are going to make sure that our people know that we have their back here in America is what we have to get the word out. So please spread the word. If you got friends and family in Jamaica, we got their back at our office.
Well, you heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Rep Ford, REPFORD at LaShawnFord.com. That's repford at LaShawnFord.com. Again, that's repford at LaShawnFord.com. Do not spell out representative. It is the abbreviation, repford at LaShawnFord.com. This is serious, guys. If you know of families that are vacationing or actually are over in Jamaica, please let Rep Ford know so he can reach out to them. He is coordinating an effort with boots on the ground in Jamaica, with government officials in Jamaica, to make sure that Americans and Jamaicans are safe and they have the resources that they need. And we will have donation buttons up pretty soon, because as we aforementioned, $125 billion in damage from Hurricane Katrina. We are praying that this does not happen in Jamaica. You guys, State Representative Ford, you are an amazing force. We are so lucky to have you fighting for the people of Illinois and hopefully the people of the United States pretty soon. So thank you so much. Is there anything else that you are instructing people to do in this crisis?
No, and if you want to get our newsletter, go to LaShawnFord.com, sign up for the newsletter, and we will be able to send you the hotline information. Once we get everything, we'll send it out to everyone at that time.
Well,
we're going to get it, and it'll be posted on FAIR's website and my website, and we're going to email it out.
Just so you know, when he says fair, he's talking about me, y'all. So definitely go to LaShawnFord.com? LaShawnFord.com and sign up for the newsletters, because you will get all the hotline information and the updates. LaShawn K. Ford, State Representative, candidate for U.S. Congress, thank you so much for what you are doing. We truly do appreciate you. Y'all, thank you. Y'all, this is amazing. I love the way, even before the impact was felt, we are doing something about it. And you know what we're going to do about it right now? We're going to keep doing what we're doing, but we're going to do it tomorrow at the same time, because it's time for us to get out of here. Y'all, we always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them, and show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love, land on love. I love y'all in this studio, Brunch Bunchers.
Love you, Tammy.
Believers, we love you. Baby Eminem, we love you too. Mariah, I love you. In the meantime, keep praying and stay optimistic. Y'all, thank you so much. Oh my God, Charlie Chase. I cannot explain to you how today you guys have made my day. Yes, Jamaica. We stand with you. Thanks so much, y'all. Look out for those donate buttons because we definitely gonna have to help. We're definitely dedicated to assisting all of our brothers and sisters on that island. Terry, thank you again. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, y'all. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Y'all are